Russia ban from Plarium just got worse. I went through their Discord and translated their Discord, and we have a little bit of new news for you. But before we get into it, I gotta very quickly thank and talk about today's sponsor. Thank you so much, LD Player, for sponsoring this video. There's multiple reasons to use LD Player, but the one I want to focus on today is immediate access to the Google Play Pass store through this emulator. If you download and install LD Player, it's basically an Android emulator, and because of that, you can access all the games on Google Play. When you play your favorite games on Google Play, you will earn points through the Google Play Pass, which can then be used to purchase either real-life currency, like just straight up the Google Play credits. You can buy your favorite gacha games rewards, like, for instance, Raid Shadow Legends in your Star Trek Fleet Command, lots of the big name games here, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes I play for a while, even Pokemon Go. You can just use the points in right here and get yourself some freebies. And every Friday, they actually give out points for free as well, anywhere from 1 to 500 points for free. I got 69 points for free this Friday, and that's not just a meme, I actually did. So, with all that being said, thank you very much to LD Player for sponsoring this video. It's in the description, it's in the pinned comment. Go support our sponsor today. So, as you know, Putin's decided to have war with Ukraine, and because of that, there's a lot of, let's call it, waves of repercussion that's happening throughout all kinds of different niche genres. One niche genre happens to be the internet. I don't know how niche that is, but unfortunately, internet access for people in Russia is kind of spotty because a lot of places basically just aren't accepting their internet connection. Like, connections from Russia aren't really being allowed. Now, because of that, Plarium was one such company that has made the decision, as well as made that decision with their sponsors. So in the English version of their announcement, which I mentioned on the previous video, they said that they're just going to, because of the situation, they're going to try to get their people to safety, etc. And they were having to remove all Russian contacts. They didn't mention the sponsors in that version. In the Russian version, they mentioned the sponsors also made that decision. But they also mentioned something else in the comments under the Ukraine section of the Discord. And what that was is officially that people who are in Russia who can't get the game anymore were originally able to connect to the game because they already had it on their phone. Well, the problem is, if you already have it and you're in Russia, you're fine. However, as soon as the first update comes, those people will not be able to update their phone, and it will tell them to update the game when they go to launch it, and they'll be stuck not being able to play the game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's J-Gigs with me today. How you doing, J-Gigs?
I'm pretty good, man. What's going on?
Oh, not a lot. We got ourselves a little bit of a topic here, and something I want to ask you is, do you believe the Raid Shadow Legends bubble is about to burst? And I'm going to explain that for you, okay? Because essentially, we have the Russian players, as you know, they can't re-download the game or whatever. It's no longer in Russia and Belarus, okay? However, what has happened is I was translating the Discord in the Ukrainian Discord to try to just get little tidbits of information, try to figure out what's, a little bit more info or whatever. And one of the things that they said was a lot of players will lose connection because they will no longer be able to update the app. So while the Russians and Belarus players are able to connect now who already have the phone, kind of like Flappy Bird. Remember when Flappy Bird got removed? You could still play Flappy Bird. Like, everyone was like, oh, I'm selling an iPhone with Flappy Bird on $1,000 or whatever, just because it has the app. You can still play Raid right now, but the second they have an update which requires you to update, they won't be able to update it from the store. Therefore, they won't connect. And my theorem today is, well, that means we're in a little bit of a bubble. How big do you think the Russia player base is?
I imagine it's pretty huge. They've got they're in the Russian section of their Discord, bigger than the whole rest of the Discord.
I think it might be. And
it's insane, yeah.
It's gone now, right? They deleted it.
No, I haven't been in there. I only go in the content creator chat. I don't even look at the rest of it,
so
to be honest.
Not only did they delete the Russian portion of the Discord, just straight up delete, maybe they have the Ukrainian one there, but they removed all the Russian moderators.
Oh, yeah.
As well as the Russian content creators.
It scrolls so much, like the scroll to the bottom is so much shorter now.
Yep, it's just right there. It used to have as many, if not more, like different text channels and stuff for the Russians, which was interesting. So I did see that in there, and so which led me to believe that we have a lot of Russian players, right? And
Yeah, I would say so.
there hasn't been an update yet because everyone's literally fleeing for their lives, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as an update comes through, all of those players who have access,
which is soon, actually.
Oh, really? When's the next?
Did you see the patch notes yet?
No, I didn't. We got patch notes,
bro. It's a buff patch. They're buffing some champs. Your Carl's not garbage anymore. Cleopteryx or whatever her stupid name is, she's getting buffed. They're buffing some more garbage ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Your Carl's. I just glanced, but it looks significant. There's some ignored defense and stuff in there now. He's going to be
okay. So there's a few heroes that are no longer as trashed here, huh?
Yeah, so I reckon when that update drops, right? Isn't that the next update you would have to play the game?
Yeah, I mean, if their update team is there, because I think it's the majority of their artist and marketing teams out of the Ukraine, right? And I think I don't know how much their actual core like dev team is, but I think some of them are not there, if I remember correctly. I think they have multiple offices, but if that is soon, like you're saying, we got patch notes. Did they give us a timeline or anything?
Let me check real quick.
Okay, because I was saying what I was going to say was that if that is actually really soon, I mean, dude, we could be predicting this right before the dragon. I'll be coming back. You know what it is, dude? It's like 10,000 players used to play here. Now it's a ghost land. When I come back from my surgery, I'm going to be coming back. It's going to be a complete ghost town. I'm going to have that meme in my head. Be like, where is it?
I don't see a timeline. It just said some of the champs they're working on for the next patch. I think they wanted to give us a little info since there's not been much going on in the game lately.
And probably the only way to take advantage of this as a player, I mean, it sounds terrible to say, but the only way to really take advantage of this situation as a player is just hoard resources, you would say. Wait for the updates. Do you have any tidbits you think would be the best thing to do right now?
I mean, I reckon if you've ever wanted to try to finish platinum, now's probably the time to do it.
That's a good point, actually. That's actually a really good point because we have a large chunk of the user base is currently unable to connect.
I've heard it's a bit quieter in platinum. You can just push up. If you push up far enough a few hours before, you don't even have to fight to hold it, is what I'm hearing. So
well, I'm gonna have to. I think I'll test that today on live stream. But all right, well, that's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to kind of ask your opinion about this bubble. What do you think the over under is on the percentage chance that we're going to see a big drop off here?
I mean, I reckon that's how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Unless by some miracle something gets sorted before then. You know what I mean? Unless this stops.
I don't see this getting fixed in the next 6 months. I don't know about you.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about how that works. I keep thinking one day we'll turn on the news and hear that they've reached some sort of agreement or something. But at this point, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. So
also,
it's unfortunate.
Maybe you want to address this with me. One other thing I want to see is like, I this seems obvious. Just going to say at the end, I think I've said it in another video, but it's like, dude, stop hating on random Russians. I don't think PLARIUMS banning of the Russians is like discrimination or anything. They said it was sponsor policy. You have to realize that they sponsor tons of people, and they also are sponsored by a ton of people, meaning they have to give control to people that are like on the board, etc. So if you have, think of it this way, if you have these giant advertising companies that are putting money into your game and you have ties with Russia, even in the Western eyes, they're not going to want to see that, if that makes sense. Like the way I see it is it's business related decision more so than almost anything else in terms of their
I mean, I think they probably just don't have a choice. I think anyone with any sense anyway knows they don't hate all the Russian players. Like, they're not trying to punish the Russian players or the mods. I think as soon as it's settled, they'll incorporate the mods back in and get all the players their accounts back and roll. I don't think they want to do this
and that's true.
On any level. I think on a personal level, on a financial level, I don't think it's a move they want to make on any level.
I agree.
But you have to right now. I mean, I think you really don't have a choice right now.
It's kind of tough love type of situation. I don't know how else to put it. And plus, they did say, you're correct, because they literally flat out said these people, meaning the Russians, inferencing them, have done tons for the community, and we're going to be happy to welcome them back as soon as we can. I mean, they said that.
No. Yeah, we all know that no one hates all the Russians unless you're just a complete moron. That's not what this is about. Everybody.
We all have Russian viewers. We all appreciate. I mean, we see Russian comments sometimes. Every now and then, I'll translate them to see what somebody's saying. Most of the times, it's just "shut up, you ginger."
Yeah.
And
people are people. Like people are individual people. So because Putin's a turd, like we don't hate all Russians.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get the one stray comment every now and then, but for the most part, I think everybody understands.
As a Westerner, we've had moronic leadership before. I mean, one thing we're really good about in America is like disagreeing about how much we all hate our leader. So like we've been there. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Don't hate on the Russians. We don't hate on the Russians. They're not hating on the Russians. That's about it. With that being said, the bubble's about to break, and I think fuckload players are about to not be able to connect. That's about it, everybody. Love y'all. Thanks for coming by. You got anything you want to plug, J-Gix? You got any projects in the mix or anything? What's going on with you?
No, not really.
Nothing great? All right, great. That's what we have. That's what J-Gix has, everybody. Go subscribe to see that. Nothing great. All right.